Hello everyone, welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking. Welcome to your September 1st till the 15th, 2019 General and Love reading. I am going to be doing the Divine Spread. Thank you all for your support, and for those of you that are interested in the astrology part of the reading and the announcements, please wait until the end of the video. That the second part of the video is the announcements and everything that is going on with my channel. Before I start the tarot, just letting you know that I'm launching a brand new website. The address is divinedebut11.com for those of you that are interested in visiting my website and seeing what I have done. I'm very proud of it. And again, I'd like to thank Virgo for all that they do and wish them a happy birthday. It is the time of Virgo. I'd like to thank everyone, not just Virgo, but wishing Virgo many happy returns on their birthday month. I am celebrating my birthday on the 13th of September as well, so it's a very exciting time. We had a new moon last night in Virgo, so perfect time for launching a new website. I just want to thank everyone for all that you do for my channel, and I'm very excited to bring you these September readings. Let's start the tarot, and as I said, for those of you that would like to stick around and listen to the announcements or what cards I'm using, wait till the end of the video. All right, thank you very much. Hello, dear Cancer. Welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking. Thank you so much for being here. This is September 1st to the 15th of 2019 and your Divine Spread. As I do every month at the beginning of the month, I do the Divine Spread, which I've formulated, and I love the way it works and what the messages that come through from it. So let's take your Karma Dharma position. It's a very karmic time, dear Cancer. Let's see what you're going through. Thank you so much for your patience. I know it's a little bit late. It's been overwhelming. The workload that I'm dealing with right now is just, it's a lot. And just like you guys have got your own lives and your own personal things that you're dealing with, so am I. So thank you for understanding. Let's take your Karma Dharma position. Cancer, dear Spirit. Here it is, and we've got the Lovers, Gemini. Oh, wow, dealing with love matters. You know, the Lovers is a divine union. It is a divine union, but it's not, the path forward with it is not filled with roses and candy and easy. It's not easy. It's not an easy path. Obviously, this is a major arcana card. It's Karma Dharma, so it can go either way for you guys. This card says to me that you're either dealing with a karmic situation or your Dharma is that the two lovers are coming together. Look at the bond. It's a very strong connection. So let's see, dear Cancer. What are the challenges that you're facing? Or what are the blessings that are coming in for you beginning to mid-September 2019? I see a lot of love in this couple. There is a very deep understanding, very spiritual connection. The fact that you're here watching tarot says to me that there are issues. Let's take the cards for Cancer, dear Spirit. Archangel Michael, please guide me for Cancer. Dear Cancer, that you are hosting the North Node in your chart. So it's a very fated time, and it's a very positively fated time for you. So we all know that with the North Node, that's, you know, the energies are playing out that we're supposed to be moving towards towards family security, our foundation, securing our lives emotionally, physically. The house of Cancer is, of course, the mother as well. So being mothered, being loved and nurtured by a mother or by a partner who loves you. Of course, the love of a mother and a child can never be matched to the love of two people, two separate people, two different people. But it is still to a high degree, to a very high degree, especially when it's a soulmate connection. Now, this can be soulmate or twin flame. Let's see the rest of the cards. In your foundation, you have the Queen of Pentacles. So this is the area of home, foundation, family, security. Let's see what's hidden from your sight. Four of Swords. That's what's hidden from you in the recent past, the Devil. And Capricorn has been very obvious in the readings. Capricorn and Saturn. Saturn with Pluto in the South Node. All the karmic situations that we're going through have got a lot to do with the sign of Capricorn at this time. And it's only going to get stronger as we get to January. In the now position, you have the Magician. And the Magician rules is, I should say the Magician is Mercury, the planet Mercury. And Mercury is all about communication, commerce, business, anything that's written, published, spoken, and anything that is mobile, technologically as well. Like when Mercury goes retrograde, we have trouble with technology. So the Magician and Mercury rules Gemini as well as Virgo, and you've got Gemini and Virgo. Interesting. Let's look at your crowning card, and this is you, the King of Cups. This is your energy, the King of Cups. This is what's on your mind. So love is on your mind, dear Cancer. Let's look at the action and advice. Queen of Cups. The advice is that you both feel the same way. That's what the advice is. You're both open to love. Let's look at the outcome. And we have the King of Wands. So what is the blockage here is that there may be a third person in the picture. We've got two kings and a queen. We've also got the Lovers, which is a choice. What did I just say? My God, the Queen of Pentacles is another queen. Now we have a king and a queen of cups and a Queen of Pentacles and a King of Wands. Again, very interesting. A lot of people in this reading. Let's see how the transits are affecting you and what the divine is sending you at this time, dear Cancer. And we have the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands who has now come off his horse. I think that he's been on a long, long journey. He's come off his horse. He's resting his horse. They're walking. They're trotting. So the energies have slowed down. Saturn is actually, it's stopping its retrograde motion, and therefore it's very potent. It's getting ready to turn direct. So it's actually stopped in the sky, which is slowing everything down. On the 18th of September, Saturn turns direct. So the restrictions, time, let's say, time and karma, it's as though things have stopped. Time has stopped. We're dealing with heavy karmic situations. Why? Because Saturn, whichever planet is stopped in the sky and they're ready to turn direct, they're 5 times stronger than when they're going direct. What's at the bottom of the reading? We have the Six of Swords, which is beautiful to see. So leaving the past behind where it belongs, very much with Pluto, Saturn, and the South Node in Capricorn, leaving the past behind, things that are familiar, things that we need to excrete from our life, we're leaving them behind, dear Cancer, and moving forward to a karma situation. What's underneath? we've got another Six of Wands. Six of Wands in this deck does show a little bit of embarrassment. Someone is not used to being up on stage and performing, but they're doing it anyway. So this is saying to me that you are coming out of your comfort zone. You are ready to tell the world, to show the world, either that you have been successful where business creation is concerned, or where your passions and your desires are concerned. You are ready to be acknowledged, and you're finding your balance. What's underneath that? We have the Five of Cups. Five of Cups, and that's crying over spilt milk. Crying about the past, but the future is still ahead of you. Usually in the Rider-Waite, there's two cups that are standing. So it looks as though you are thinking a lot about love. As you can see, she's holding that ace, and she's thinking very strongly about her next step forward. Dear Cancer, let me take the Romance Angels. I'd like to look at your love life. So off the bat, I'm going to say we've got a King of Cups and a King of Wands, a Queen of Cups and a Queen of Pentacles. These could be four people in a family. They could be four siblings. So two sisters and two brothers. Let go of control issues. So control does speak of Capricorn and Saturn. Allow this situation to unfold naturally. Dear Cancer, let Pluto and Saturn take care of everything. It's not in our hands, it's out of our hands to control a situation. The way the energies are so potent, we're not able to manifest what we want. We have to go with the flow at this time. The energies are really, really strong. So the more you push, the worse it's going to be. Just go with the flow. Let's take for Cancer, please, Archangel Michael and their love life. I need more information. Honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. Beautiful. Let go of control. Open. Keep your heart open as you have it already, I see. I don't know if you had your heart open in the past, but now with the King of Cups here, I know Cancer is ready to offer their cup of love to their partner. And the way to do that is to express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. So Spirit is telling you that it's time to express yourself, time to offer that cup. An expression of love could be coming to you. You can flip the reading, right? Let's look at the bottom. And we've got worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. So yes, I was talking about Saturn, the Lord of Karma and Time. It's all about divine timing. How patient are you is the question. All right, we have the Queen of Pentacles, and she's sitting actually in your foundation, in the area of home, your security, your foundation. The Queen of Pentacles is usually very business orientated. She loves her comforts. She loves her finances, her security, and she's also a provider. She provides for the children. She's a mother. So I'm going to say for some of you, this could be a mother that you're depending on. This could be for a few of you because she's the minor arcana of the Empress, who is the mother. So if this is not your actual mother, then you're dealing with someone who is a mother. She already has her own children. Now you do have the Lovers here, which is talking about a choice. Head over heart. What do I do? So you've been thinking. You've been mulling over. What do you do? Do you go for what your heart desires or your head? So the fact that the Queen of Pentacles is in your home, she's in your home and she's on the same trajectory as you. She's someone who is very supportive, very stable. And the fact that she's in your reading and in your home says to me that she is mother-like material. She's the good housewife. She's the housekeeper. She's someone that will always be there. Now, what's on your mind is the King of Cups. This is also in the position of career as well as your status, how people see you. And you are holding the cup. So you are standing true to yourself. You are actually thinking of offering that cup. And even Spirit is saying that it's time. It is time. Now, we've got in the hidden position, we have the Four of Swords. And this to me is showing exhaustion. And not only exhaustion, but someone is shattered. Someone is really in a very hard position. As you could see, it's as though she's passed out, maybe overworked, maybe done too much, burning the candle at both ends. So this is Swords. It's a number 4. It always speaks about home and family. This could even be speaking about your energy. You may be overworked. Whatever the case, as we know with the Four of Swords, the Three of Swords that are above her head are what she's mulling over, what she's meditating on. That Ace of Swords, which is on the ground, is what she will need to use to have a new beginning. But she's still stuck in the past with those 3 swords piercing her heart and her brain. So you're probably dealing with someone who's quite logical. We've got swords, may have strong air in their chart, so Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. And if not, being an air sign, and the Virgo card here, for me, the Queen of Pentacles is usually Virgo. She's, as I said, she's the mother, and she's very good with her money. We do have Capricorn here as well, so for some of you it could be a Capricorn. But I do feel that if this is Virgo, Virgo is usually very logical, because Virgo and Gemini are both ruled by Mercury. So there's a lot of logic and very communicative people. So the Three of Swords above her head says that there's a love triangle. There's been a heartbreak. If not a love triangle, then there's been some sort of a heartbreak, some sort of a big disappointment. Now with the Devil card here in the recent past, the Devil can mean fears, it can mean restrictions, shackles, obligations, career, too much work. But I see it as a card of fear. Now Capricorn is where Pluto and Saturn is in the South Node, so it is a very karmic time. They're working overtime to get rid of karma. So this is in the recent past. It looks as though you've been bound by something. Some of you may have just strong sexual tendencies at this time, a strong sexual attraction and desire, because Capricorn and the Devil is all about desires. And something is stronger than you. Something is very hard for you to fight. And for me, this energy does speak of going around in loops, doing it again and again and again, being in a vicious circle, hoping to break that circle, that cycle. Now we've got here, and you may even have someone in your career that is being a little bit tough with you. They're being very Saturnian. But also, again, it could say that you're just burning the candle on both ends. You're doing this as well. So a lot of time of standing in your integrity, doing the hard work, working for the future. Here we've got the Magician in the now position. And the Magician, again, speaks of communication, speaks of manifestation through having the tools. Communication, commerce, business, collaboration within a small group. The planetary influences are being reflected down here on this 3D plane. So whatever you are either enjoying or suffering from. It's from the planetary movements. And it's just natural that the sky is a reflection of the earth. So what is going on up there is manifesting down here. Now the Magician is a number 1, so that's beautiful. This could mean that communication is happening. As I said, some of you could be over emotional at this time, where romantic situations or even career are concerned. This King of Cups is holding that Ace of Cups. Some of you may be starting something new, something that's going to manifest and bring you a lot of financial prosperity as well. Now we do have the Queen of Cups here, and usually they are a couple. The King of Cups and the Queen of Cups are all about love, connection, open-heartedness. Now I do feel that this is another side probably to you. Another side, not to you, sorry, to your partner. Queen of Cups she's right there with you. But as you could see, it's like I think that you're concentrating a lot at this time. You've been working really hard. There's a difficult choice that you've had to make. And you know, love and career can either help or hinder each other. Work can get in the way sometimes of love. So I feel that this now time is a time of concentrating more on relationships, especially with the Lovers card. So what the advice is that the Queen of Cups is here for you. So your equal match is here. That's the advice, that your partner feels the same way that you do, but it has to be expressed. Now here in the near future, you have the King of Wands. This could be another person. I feel that this could be the person that is the third person in this situation. Now for those of you that are not dealing with a love triangle, this could be your energy, dear Cancer. You're showing up as much more sexual. You are showing up as the King of Wands right across from Capricorn, and Capricorn is very sexual. So are the Wands. But, you know, the King of Cups can be quite receptive. He doesn't take action. He's more feminine than masculine. But the King of Wands is someone who's spontaneous. They will go for their desires. They will speak their mind. They will take action. So this could be another side of you. Because in the divine position, we've also got the card of the Knight of Wands, which usually is Sagittarian energy. And Sagittarius again could speak of foreign places and people, having a vision of the world, envisioning, seeing the world from different eyes. Sagittarius is where Jupiter is at this time, and Jupiter is bringing in the blessings, even though Jupiter is in a position where he's squaring all the planets in Virgo. Squares are turning a corner. It's difficult energy, therefore making us to bring change, to take that next step to change. Because when we're in hot water, in a difficult situation, we will act. We will get out of that hot water. We won't stay there and cook, right? So that's why I feel that this time you're showing up as the King of Wands. You're ready to take action. You've made that decision. You're ready to take that leap of faith. I don't know why I said that. We'll see if we get the card of Aries in the cards for clarification. Now, as you can see, the Knight of Wands is walking towards the past, and he's walking into this Queen of Pentacles. So you may be dealing with someone that was in your past. This may even be someone who's ghosted you, or you've ghosted them. Whatever this devil energy is, this is the blockage here. And this is like where change has to happen. So things don't happen for no reason. There's always something behind it that needs to be taken care of before we can actually move forward. So this is like Capricorn is the sign of putting in the hard work, doing the right thing, even by the law. Sagittarius is also religion, faith, spirituality, and even, foreigners. So this person is is doing something about the past, going back to the past, revisiting the past. And it's funny that usually with Mercury retrograde, we talk about the past and, retrograde planet brings people back from the past. But we've got Pluto and Saturn and Neptune retrograding, as well as Chiron in Aries. And Chiron in Aries is always about the victim mentality. I feel that there was a little bit of victim mentality in your reading. I don't know where it's coming from. Could be from both parties. That's what I'm feeling. I feel that some of you are ready to take a leap of faith and actually even travel if you're dealing with a foreigner. Let's take more cards. You've been waiting a long time. Worth waiting for, says the card. Worth waiting for. Your angels, your spirit guides are ready to take flight. Let's take 2 cards on the Lovers. So some of you may have had a third person that was blocking you. This King of Wands is someone who, on his negative side, he can be someone who's got a very strong ego, very selfish, could be very fiery as well. Let's take 1 card. We've got the 5 of Swords, which shows 3 people. And this is doing a battle, being conflicted, very hard decision. What do I do about my love life? I'm stuck between love and work. What am I going to give priority to? And there are 3 people in the 5 of Swords, so some of you may have had difficulty even in communicating. If you are at a physical distance to each other, the 5 of Swords swords are all about communication. Some of you have tried to stand in your integrity. Maybe it's all about timing, dear Cancer. Maybe it's all about timing. And look at what's opened up. The Ace of Wands. Beautiful. This is like the spark that begins something. This is the spark from the spark plugs to the engine. This is the fire that starts the engine. Things are going to start to roll. I would say after the 18th of September, things will start to change, no doubt. Now, the Ace of Wands is also a very sexual energy. A lot of lust, very lusty sexual magnetism between you and your partner. Let's look at the Queen of Pentacles. And we have the 4 of Cups. So there's been an offer that hasn't been accepted. There's been an offer that has not been accepted for whatever reason. Timing, obligations, money, family situations, because 4s always speak of security and family. So you've got 2 4s. 2 4s. You've got the 4 of Swords and the 4 of Cups. Let's look at that 4 of Swords. And we have the Magician again. So again, Gemini, Virgo are very strong in your reading here. I think that sword, once this woman, whoever she is, this person, comes out of their slumber, they will make things happen. The Magician, as I have said, is communication. It's having all the tools. It's having the right transits to bring in the manifestation for you. Because as I said, as above, so below. And that can take time. Now let's look at the Devil. What's that all about? And we've got the Page of Cups. So this could even be an apology. This could also be a child a Piscean child. This is Piscean energy, and this is an offer. This could be an, okay, what's the word? An indecent offer. This could be an indecent offer. Maybe that happened in the recent past, or an offer that could not be accepted because of obligations. And again, as I said, this could be an unexpected offer of love coming through, a message coming through. And I think that desire, it's got a lot to do with the desire. There's very sexual and emotional. It's a very sexual and emotional connection that you are dealing with. Let's look at the Magician here in the now position. Six of Pentacles, giving and receiving, communicating on an even keel. Beautiful. Again, this is Libra and partnerships. So now we've got Libra and Gemini as the air signs in this reading. So equal giving and receiving, generosity. Some of you may be the Magician yourself, where you are helping the needy, helping people, employing people. Obviously you employ and then you pay them. So you could be a business owner. Let's look at the King of Cups. Six of Swords. Moving on, and you did have the Six of Swords again, twice. So there is no doubt that sharing your feelings, your emotions with your partner will take you to a better place. And some of you are actually thinking of traveling over water, traveling to go and visit your queen or your king, whichever way works for you. Look at this. Yeah. Beautiful. Now, if these are for siblings, then you probably work very closely with another water sign, which could be Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces. Pisces would be the water sign, I would say, more than likely, so far. Let's look at that Queen of Cups. And she's very hard at work. Eight of Pentacles. This is the Virgo card. I did say that this could be Virgo. If the Queen of Pentacles is a Virgo, then she's showing up as her Piscean 7th house. So we've got Pisces and Virgo, and I already mentioned Pisces. So looks like there is a lot of hard work being done by this Queen of Cups, concentrating on business, concentrating on manifesting. And let's take the King of Wands. 10 of Cups. Wow. So 10 of Cups can be a happy family situation. The King of Wands is a king of action. For those of you that you are taking action, you are expressing your love, it's going to take you to the 10 of Cups. For those of you that this is a third person, this is saying that your partner was obviously involved with in a marriage, in a committed partnership where there's children. Let's take one more card on that, on the 10 of Cups. Don't forget that 10 breaks down, wow, to the Ace of Cups. And we've got the Lovers again. The angels are here to help you. They're pushing you forth for you to communicate, to go for what you desire. Wow. Wow. Libra and Justice. If this is not karmic, what is? Libra. Libra is Justice, number 11. New things. The future is, you're at the door, ready to walk through that futuristic door, that new lease on life, that new situation that you want to manifest. I think that at this time, as I said, you're going for what your heart desires and not what your pocket holds, dear Cancer. Some of you may be, someone here may be dealing with legalities. We've got Justice here. But I do feel that this has got a lot to do with a karmic situation. Now, Libra is the partnership house. It's Libra. Libra is ruled by Venus, which is actually, Venus is in Virgo right now, and she will be entering Libra soon, and that's when things will be really, really beautiful, because Venus loves to be in Libra. She brings harmony and balance and love in people and in relationships. Even, wow, same card, Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands will be trotting in, running in a hurry, but then slowing down. It looks like they're covering a lot of turf, a lot of distance, and they're coming in because he's holding that Ace of Wands. He's got Mars beneath him. Mars is setting him on fire. So let's take one more on this divine position. And we've got 3 cards actually. So we have the Page of Swords, which is the truth. A message is coming through, communication. Someone may have been spying on the other person on social media. Maybe this communication through the internet. Yeah. 9 of Swords and the Star. The Star is like you're following your brightest star. The 9 of Swords says that there's been a lot of worry and a lot of anguish. Some of you have felt that this was the end. We've got 10 swords in both these pictures. You felt as though this was the end. And maybe whoever's ghosted who, maybe you've both ghosted each other. We've got the Star card here, which is a wish fulfillment, but it's also following that shining star and being very truthful, as this woman is naked. She's standing in her truth, and she's going to heal with the truth. So communication message is coming through. Some of you may be not expecting this night to come in so quickly. Some of you may be traveling quickly, and your counterpart is worried about how this is going to go. Is worried about, are things going to be the way that they've imagined? What will the truth be? Now, the 9 of Swords can also speak about legalities, worry around legal issues. If there is a severing of ties of the past with this King of Wands, if he is the one that's going through legalities, through karma, then there is worry here, obviously. No doubt there is a decision that's being made, and that's going to be one that's going to catapult you to another situation, to a different situation. And I think that's where the lesson is in your reading here, that we always go for what our heart desires and not what logic tells us. I'd like to take one card on this 6 of Swords. Beneath that we said we had the 6 of Wands, which says that you will be successful. And the 5 of Cups. 5 of Cups, as I say, it's looking at the glass half empty rather than half full. Let's take one card on that 6 of Swords. Traveling over water, moving to start anew, or set down a new foundation. Let's take the card. And we've got the King of Swords here now. So we've got 1, 2, 3 kings. 3 kings do equal security, protection. And the King of Swords can also be the communication. So if we look at the 6 and the 6 of Swords and the 7th sword, that this is Aquarian energy for me. We also have the Star card here. So someone has been very cold, very aloof, not speaking the truth, but not being open emotionally. And I do feel that this is you. This is you changing, dear Cancer. Some of you may have been worried about sharing your feelings and that your feelings would not be reciprocated, but I think that you're actually ready to take that next step. Let's take a couple of Sibillas. Now, the King of Swords can also be a solicitor. We do have the King of Wands and the King of Swords and the King of Cups. And I do feel that the King of Wands could also be the King of Swords, because the King of Swords and the King of Wands, they do blurt out the information. Even though the King of Swords can be a little bit calculated on their negative side, they can blurt words that hurt. They can blurt out words that can really tear you up. Let me take some cards, some Sibillas. I'd like to look at the Karma Dharma position. We have the Dispiacere, which is the Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords is usually a successful new beginning, but it comes along with pain in the Sibillas here. Reunion, well, that's crazy. Reunion, someone from the past. Why I'm saying it's crazy is that I was going to say with this card that sometimes it can be tears of joy as well. It's a bittersweet beginning here. Tears of sadness, but tears of joy, because the Five of Swords is here. It's a battle that this woman did not want to take part in. She did not want to take part in, but life made her. And here we've got La Reunion, Eight of Wands, travel over the seas, coming together, messages through social media, love messages. And here we've got the Ladro, the Ten of Pentacles, which is the thief also. Ladro is the thief, so this is the negative situation. If not a person, the third person that's coming into a family situation. This could also mean financial losses. Not so much, because it's the Ten of Pentacles. Let's say we're missing one pentacle, right? Something has gone missing from the Ten of Pentacles. So I usually see this as a third person. Or if it's just an energy, it's like there has been some negativity and something missing from that Ten of Pentacles, right? And this energy, whatever has been missing, were the blockages, was the distance. And we've got the Eight of Cups with the Speranza and the Hope card. So this is like someone is leaving those Eight of Cups behind and moving on to find those Two Cups. They're here. They're moving on. They're going to find that new contract, that new love relationship, that new connection. Let's look at the divine position. So we have the Knight of Wands twice, Page of Swords, Nine of Swords, and the Star. Yeah, so we do have the Knight of Wands and the Star card here. So it's got Aquarius and fire, and the fire is Sagittarius. So Aquarius and Sagittarius could be, I suppose, we don't have Leo, but I don't know why I'm feeling Leo. I don't know why I'm feeling Leo. Oh, I know why I'm feeling Leo, because Leo is right opposite Aquarius. That's why. That's why I'm saying that the King of Wands can also be the King of Swords. We have Constanza, Ten of Cups. Unchanging. Something unchanging. Something constant. This has been going on for a long time. And this again speaks of a place where it's very spiritually connected, very energized with spirit. Spirit is all around. It's a very divine place in Europe. Very magical place here, and it also is the Ten of Cups. So some of you may be traveling to Europe. Here we have the Amica, which is the Four of Wands. Your confidant, best friend, your best friend, the person that you can communicate really well with. It's the card of harmony. But this can also speak of Libra. Again, legalities. I see it as someone that you can speak to very freely and openly to. It's someone that always will be there for you, and they will aid you. They will always be there for you. and it's the Four of Wands. So it's a wedding, it's putting down those foundations, celebrating a situation, family celebration, stability. L'amante, the love is here, the lover is here. Number 11. 11 is a new doorway to love. A new doorway to love. Now, for some of you, of course, this is someone from your past. For others of you, this is someone new that you could be dealing with. This could be someone that you feel is very familiar, but you've never known them in this lifetime as well. So, beautiful, beautiful. I would like to take an angel answer, dear Cancer. Let's take an angel answer and see if we can answer your question. Before I do that, I want to take just one more card on this Queen of Pentacles and the Four of Cups. Please, Spirit, what's this Four of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles in the foundation? Why was this cup not able to be accepted at that time? Oh, wow. Because of children. We've got the Six of Cups. As I said, this is a soulmate energy. Again, for some of you, could be a twin flame. It seems that there is a theme for soulmates and twin flames in the past couple of readings that I've done. So I've already done Gemini and Taurus just recently, and that rings a bell. So Six of Cups is a card of innocence, a card of looking back to the past, to your childhood, or there are children in the picture here, and that's why these cups could not be accepted. There was a family situation going on, family obligations, the family money. We've got the Six of Cups and the Four of Cups. They equal the Ten of Cups. Yes, so this could say that this Queen of Pentacles had family obligations. Maybe she's coming from another relationship. Could be. But she's potentially sitting in your home. So that's where she will be ending up, in your home. All right, let's take the angel answers. Dear Cancer, please, Spirit, Archangel Michael, Archangel Jophiel, may I have an answer for Cancer? What do they need to know? Beginning till mid-September 2019. Please. Cancer. Cancer, beginning to mid-September 2019. What do they need to know? I think this is the card because it's just... Oh, wow. It's called... Oh, wow. We've got another card that fell on top of the Six of Cups. So what I chose was success with an exclamation mark. That's beautiful. And let's see what fell out on top of your foundation. It's up to you. Wow. That's very interesting because even Gemini had this card. Gemini had the it's up to you. We do have the Lovers here. So some of you could be on the cusp with Gemini. Okay, let's read these cards. Let's read the success first. Congratulations. You are on the road to success. You needn't have any reservations about your situation, as it's going to work out beautifully. Part of living a successful life is taking care of yourself. It's wonderful to have many things to be grateful for, but make sure you don't wear yourself down by working too hard. Take time to enjoy peace in your life. So it sounds like peace is coming into your life. I'd like to say that if these are siblings that we were talking about, I think that the King of Wands is someone who's got a strong ego. He's someone who's taking, and the King of Cups is someone who's giving. So there isn't an even keel and a balance, healthy balance here. I think I would say that if these are four siblings, the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles are a beautiful team with the King of Cups. The King of Pentacles is the Thor is the Thor in your side. Yeah, the troublemaker. So let's read the It's Up to You. The end result of the situation you asked about is entirely in your hands. You can affect the outcome by taking a proactive approach to solving any challenges. Stand in your own power and have confidence that you have what it takes to bring about a happy ending. So what Spirit is saying is that you should be the King of Wands, just like you are in the outcome. Don't wait for someone else to rush in and take charge. So what it's saying is that if you don't take charge, someone else is going to beat you to the finish line, dear Cancer. In order to come to a successful conclusion, this situation requires your unique perspective and experience. So they are your messages, dear Cancer. Thank you so much for being here all this time with me. I know that these readings are long. I will soon start to cut them, make them shorter, and make them as extended readings for those who want to purchase from my website. If you'd like to stay on for the astrological messages, please do so on the same video. And the announcements. And again, sending you lots of love. Thank you so much. Many blessings to you all. Talk to you very soon. Bye-bye. All right, everyone, thank you for sticking around. If you're obviously here because you wanted to hear some announcements from me. As I was saying in the beginning of the video, I'm very proud of my new website, very happy to have completed it. It will be launched on Monday. We just had a new moon in Virgo just last night, so the website is going to be up and running in the next 1 or 2 days, so very excited about that. Also, I'd like to add that I will be doing extended readings, which will be posted. The link will be on my website. So for those of you that are interested in the extended readings, you go onto my website and click the tab on the right-hand corner at the top, which says extended readings. It's not guaranteed that these readings here will have extended readings, but the next ones will. And you can actually purchase that from my website. And this is because many people don't like the extra lengthy videos. People want an all-round quick view at the cards and what they're all about. So for those of you that love the extended readings, if the reading resonates for you, then if you're interested, you've got the option to go to my extended reading tab on my website to purchase the rest of the reading. And again, I'd like to thank everyone for their support, and just letting you know it's an honor for me to read for you. And I really appreciate all of you here. I'd just like to mention a couple of things about the astrology now for September. Okay, there isn't that much that is very big in September. What I'd like to say, the most important transits, and because this is the astrology part from the 1st till the 15th, what is important is that there is a full moon on September 14th, which is in Pisces, and if you are a Virgo, then this is your 7th house of partnership and relationship, romantic or otherwise. It's, the 7th house is other people. So Pisces is all about unconditional love. And Pisces, of course, is a completion point, because Pisces is the last zodiac, the last sign of the zodiac. So full moons are also completions. And when we've got a full moon, there is more illumination, because we have the reflection of the sun's rays onto the moon. So that's why we usually do things on a full moon. Even the council workers that work on the road, they work usually on full moons because there's more light. So obviously something is coming to light, something to do with Piscean energy. For those of you that know your natal chart, then you would know the house of Pisces and what it's all about for you. But the main thing is that this is a full moon, okay? So it's a culmination. Once a full moon happens, after that we've got another new moon, which we start something, you know. And the full moon, the new moon will be taking place on the 28th of September in Libra, okay? Now, also on the same day, Mercury will be entering Libra. Mercury rules Gemini as well as Virgo. Now, Mercury is all about communication. Libra is all about democracy and finding the balance. So it's a very, very good, the energy is very good for conversations, for communication, and finding the right balance, you know, trying to have everything working where communication is concerned. So Mercury is the messenger, so some of us may be receiving messages in relation to partnership or any relationships. Okay, so Libra is all about communication as well, so a lot of that will be going on. Now on the same day again, on the 14th, Venus enters Libra as well. And we all know that Venus is love, money, values, projects. Okay, so Venus is actually the ruler of Libra, so that's very positive. Venus is very strong in Libra. So having Mercury and Venus both ingressing into Libra on the 14th, it's a big day. So mark that on your calendar. There's going to be a lot of communication with a full moon, completion of a cycle, okay? Very interesting on that day. So just one more thing, I won't be talking about all the transits for September, as I said, up till the 15th, but what I'd like to point out is that Saturn in Capricorn, in its rulership of Capricorn, it's actually turning direct on the 18th of September. So for those of you that are feeling that things have stopped, time has stopped, just so you know, Saturn is actually stopped right now in the sky. Saturn is very potent. Its energy is very strong. That's what happens when a planet stops moving retrograde and then stops and it gets ready to move direct. Saturn, though, will still be in its retrograde zone until the 24th of December. So I want to ask you, and in your own personal life, what was happening for you from the 22nd of January 2019 until the 29th of April 2019, because that was when Saturn started to move into its shadow zone. So it looks as though those things, those matters, whatever you were dealing with on those from January 22nd till 29th of April, that's the area that Saturn will be covering from the 18th of September until the 24th of December 2019, when it will actually leave its retrograde zone. It still will be turning direct. It will be covering its shadow zone. So that's what I wanted to tell you in relation to Saturn and what's happening with Saturn right now. And we all know that Saturn can be quite hard. Saturn is the lord of karma and of time. So as I was saying before, if you feel as though time has stopped, Saturn right now is saying that the right time will be when Saturn says it will be. So after the 18th of September, we will see a big change with things starting to happen, things starting to move. Now, Saturn can also bring us the goods. If we've done the work, Saturn will crystallize, will physically bring in the abundance, physically bring in the gifts. So it's not all bad and not all nasty with Saturn. But I'd like to also say, because I talk with a lot of people and I know that a lot is going on at this time. It's a very, very calming time. Why? Because we have Saturn, Pluto, and the South Node. Saturn, Pluto, and the South Node in Capricorn. Saturn is stopped in the sky. Pluto is still retrograde. He won't be moving direct until beginning of October. So we're dealing with a lot of karmic issues right now. And this, of course, is because Saturn and Pluto are right there with the South Node. The North Node is right opposite in Cancer. So we have Capricorn and Cancer. The South Node, North Node is in Cancer. We also have Pluto and Saturn up here. So they're right across. This is an opposition with the nodes. Pluto and Saturn are activated by the axis. This axis is what is bringing us all this karma. Saturn is the Lord of karma, as I've said, the Lord of time. Pluto is very karmic. So is the South Node. This is why we are dealing with a lot of karmic issues right now. So just keep that in mind. Whatever you're going through right now, and I know it's very tough times, it's really hard. We've either got, it's black or white. There's no in between. There's no medium. There are no shades of gray right now. It's either 1 minute it's doomsday and the next it's like heaven, okay? You will notice that that's the energies we're working through right now, and it hasn't been easy for a lot of people. Also, another very important thing is that Uranus in the sign of Taurus is, Uranus in the sign of Taurus here is trining over. Trines are very positive to all the stellium of planets in Virgo. So Uranus is the rebellion. It's the rebel. It's the change. It's the revolutionary. It's the humanitarian. It rules Aquarius. But it's in the sign of Taurus, which speaks of values, comforts, the five senses. If we're not valuing someone or something, some situation, then Uranus will break things down and bring change. Uranus is also the future. It is trining over to all those planets. At this time, I'm doing your video, we've got the Moon, Venus, Mars, the Sun, and Mercury all in Virgo. Virgo is all about our daily routine. It's our health. Virgo is also looking at the details, doing your homework, rolling up those sleeves, being, looking at all the flaws. That's the shadow side of Virgo. But Virgo is also an earth sign. It's very grounding. So is Taurus. So the trine from Uranus to all those planets in Virgo is very positive. So radical change where love is concerned, where communication is concerned, where our daily routine, our health is concerned, our emotions, even the moon is there as I'm doing these videos. And we've also got a major earth trine, grand earth trine, which what a grand earth trine is, that we've got Saturn and Capricorn and the South Node trining over to all the stellium, all the planets in Virgo, and Uranus in Taurus. We have a grand earth trine, and trines are very positive. They're very easy flowing earth energy. So that is very positive, and that's the positive side of things. But we've also got Jupiter in Sagittarius, which is squaring, and squares are not very easy. Squares are like turning a corner. So Jupiter is also going to square all the planets in Virgo. Now Jupiter has got to do with the visionary, expansion, growth, legalities, higher education, spirituality, all those things in Sagittarius, which is very free-spirited. Sag and Jupiter. Jupiter is very strong in Sagittarius. It's his rulership. It's squaring all those planets in Virgo. So it's like, for me, it's like a wake-up call. Hello, look at the future. You're on a spiritual quest. Also, Jupiter is squaring over to Neptune in Pisces, and then Neptune is opposing all the planets in Virgo. So we've got a T-square as well, which is the hard energy. So we've got a mixed bag of goodies. Neptune it's in his rulership of Pisces. Jupiter is in its rulership of Sagittarius. Saturn is in its rulership of Capricorn. Now even Mercury is in its rulership of Virgo. So there is a lot of potent energies happening at this time. Lots of good, some bad, but we've got to take the good with the bad and just keep our head held high and keep working. Okay, so it is interesting in the stars, what's going on right now. I'm wishing you all the best. That's the information that I can give you. I can't make these videos any longer. They're already long enough. Thank you so much, everybody, for sticking around. Thank you for your support. Sending you lots of love, and I will talk to you very soon. Bye-bye.